Archbishop Philip Anyolo has taken over as Nairobi Catholic Archdiocese head with a promise to call out evil in society and advocate accountability across the church and government. Anyolo, who reiterated the church's role as the conscience of society, asked the political class to exercise civility as the country heads to the general election next year. Anyolo, who was variously likened to the late Catholic cleric Cardinal Njue, the first African Archbishop of Nairobi, termed his elevation a pleasant surprise that he embraces with humility.
Archbishop Philip Anyolo's journey as Nairobi Archdiocese head kicked off at 10 a.m. at St. Mary's Msongari, flanked by his peers in the League of Kenya Conference of Catholic Bishops.
Muda huu sasa atapewa fimbo ya uongozi kama mchungaji, the pastoral staff.
First things first, handing over of instruments of power to mark his installation as Nairobi Archbishop in a ceremony officiated by Pope's representative in Kenya and South Sudan, Archbishop Badvan Megan. And to signify the change of guard, Anyolo officially sat on the Archbishop's seat of authority, known as Cathedra.
The sheep follow the Good Shepherd, and they follow him out of the sheepfold. So following Christ, there's a lot to leave behind. So also you, Archbishop Philip, had to leave behind the sheepfold of Kisumu. And every time again you were uprooted. 1996, Kericho, 2003, Homa Bay, 2019, Kisumu, and now 2021, Nairobi.
Anyolo becomes the 5th Archbishop of the Nairobi Archdiocese and the 4th African clergyman to occupy the position. His predecessors are J.J. McCarthy, Cardinal Njue, Ndingi Mwananzeki, and John Cardinal Njue.
I was just beginning to settle down in Kisumu, and the idea of moving again here was never crossed my mind. But when the call was made, I had to juggle with my mind, and finally I told His Excellency, through him to the Holy Father, I told him, let it be done.
The timing of Anyolo's takeover in Nairobi is significant, 8 months to the general election, the Archbishop giving a glimpse of his mode of operation in the capital city.
We will not shy away from being the conscience of our nation. I will not shy away also from pointing out any ills in the society.
Nairobi, as a cosmopolitan archdiocese, is a melting pot of communities, cultures, and political affiliations. Anyolo calling for political tolerance.
Let us aim to become servant leaders who seek to serve and not rule. Leaders who are forthright and accountable to the people. Leaders who are not out to use their positions to enrich themselves or settle scores with opponents.
The new Nairobi Archbishop has been likened to the late Cardinal Njue, the first African Archbishop of Nairobi, who was known for his humility and firm stand on matters integrity and good governance.
People of Nairobi, you have received a humble servant who in many ways will remind you of the servant of God, Cardinal Njue.
Now that you have come, endelea mbele na wafike mbele zaidi. Are we together? Yes. Nanyi mshirikiane vizuri na askofu, naye afanye ili ambayo inatakikana.
Everything that you need to carry out your pastoral duties, you don't have to worry because it is in place.
President Uhuru Kenyatta's message of congratulations was delivered by Energy Cabinet Secretary Dr. Monica Juma in an event attended by political leaders Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi and Moses Wetangula.
For the various capacities that you have had the privilege to serve in, I have had the honor of working with you to promote the continued partnership between the state and the church in upholding our national values and safeguarding our shared interests of church and state. In every engagement and in every joint effort, your grace has distinguished yourself as a man of deep faith, wisdom, and love of others.
Archbishop Anyolo will be in charge of 114 parishes across the Archdiocese, as well as to oversee dioceses in Nairobi Metropolitan, among them Ngong, Machakos and Kitui.
Bishop Maurice Mohatia.
In the meantime, Nakuru Diocese Bishop Maurice Mohatia Makumba has been appointed Apostolic Administrator of Kisumu Archdiocese, pending the appointment of a substantive Archbishop by Pope Francis.